Hello again. I hope you didn't mind the April's Fool's joke, which was the last new career announcement. Obviously, it was all meant for fun, probably mostly for me, because I had blast doing it. However, now let's get back to seriousness and the, real life. So, after being laid off from Microsoft, I had, a bit of a panic attack. The market is not well right now, and I started applying left and right, to different positions, different open opportunities, because I thought that, the sooner the better. The layoffs are coming harder than the initial wave that impacted me, and if I'm able to land anything, it will be now, and I still thought it will be 6 months. Luckily, it was only 3 weeks. And why so short? The reason for that is that I'm going back to a company I already worked for, Stepstone, the job board, the Europe's biggest job board that has the sites in UK, Germany, Austria, France, and many other countries. And I'm coming back there because I'd like to believe I left a good impression. When I left, I had my reasons. I'm not sure whether the reasons that pushed me out of the company are still there, but I definitely always enjoyed the product. I enjoyed the people I worked with. And why not? Why the hell not? It's a good compromise because I never really wanted to leave Skype. It wasn't out of my own fruition, and one of the reasons for that, despite being really stressed and overworked at times, and sometimes losing hope that I'm going to make significant impact there, I loved doing Skype, and I didn't want to go through a stress and onboarding process of any new job anytime soon. So that sort of held me back, not to mention that the market wasn't open with good opportunities for a person like me. And IT tools for recruitment, like job boards, like ATSs, are my specialty, is the level, the segment of the market that I know the best. And I'll hopefully have a very short onboarding. I'll just walk back into the room and I'll try to pick up where I left off. I'm excited to see where it goes. I am very grateful for being allowed back, for having people who really believe in me and were so eager to have me back on board. It was the least stressful and least ridiculous recruitment process I have went through since I really can remember. And that was also a big plus to what has happened, because when you go to a company and they don't know you, they will try to get to know you, and that process can be a little bit humiliating. There can be questions that don't feel right. I had a few situations in my recruitment processes since January where I was in Polish company or Polish department of a company asked to prove that I speak fluent English. Come on. You can do 5-second research to get to know my content. I make it public. I make sure to have my face whenever that's relevant for people who can benefit from my knowledge and from what I teach. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to skip this silly question. And yet, I felt like a junior kindergarten product manager being questioned to see if I have the basics covered, which wasn't the greatest thing to experience as a senior product manager. Before I close this video, I want to say to you that, life is funny. It's really, really funny. And I have now 2 examples of destiny messing up with me. When 2.5 years ago, I recorded a class for my Udemy course about the product lifecycle. I had a quote there that said, "Who would like to work for a declining product?" Skype. That's literally what I said. 2 months later, I was in the recruitment process in Skype, and a few months later, I was working there. So I had to cut this line off because it would turn out I'm a huge hypocrite. Like a gigantic hypocrite. Still, I enjoyed Skype very much. Did I say that? I guess I did. Anywho, the later example of the same process happening to me is my latest course, The Great Start to a New Product Management Career, which I recorded, I think, before the layoff. I was in the process of making sure that it's well edited. And there, I'm saying, I think few times, that when you're leaving your old company, you shouldn't burn any bridges. You should keep professional to the end. You should do your due diligence, make sure that the next person after you has it easier by making better documentation, by leaving some guidance letter, by maybe speaking to the person who will replace you. And despite leaving, making sure that if the stars align and it makes sense for you, you can come back because people will remember you fondly. And here I am. Few weeks after saying those words, few days, okay, maybe weeks too, after making those learnings out into the world, I'm coming back to a company I used to work for, and I couldn't be happier. It was a good decision and a good teaching to share with my students. And, well, thank you for sticking with the video. That's all I really had to say. Obviously, the coming weeks will be more focused on work, where I will be finding my grounding once again, and maybe there will be fewer posts, fewer videos, but I think in some interview recently I said that to be whole, I need to be both product manager and a product management content creator, and one feeds another, and I'm incomplete without those 2. So don't worry, there will be more videos, there will be more posts, there will be more courses, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again on the channel. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next week in the next video. Thank you.